Hey everyone, and welcome back. If you are new to the channel, this is my 58 press bumper panel bus named Pickle by my son, who at the time I said, what are we going to call it? And he said, let's call him Pickle, and it stuck. So Pickle today is going to get his rear end ripped out and hopefully reduce some of the weight on this, so that when we put it on the full rotisserie, I'm building a full rotisserie, so there'll be a ring that goes all the way around it. We get that on there, we'll have, I don't know, 100 pounds or so less. The engine is already out. It is sitting right here. It will be going in the garage at some point so we can start working on it. But right now, let's work on getting that out of there. And of course, the wheels will be gone, so we're either going to have to crib up underneath or come up with a solution to hold the bus temporarily until I get it mounted onto the rotisserie. So let's see what we can do damage-wise on getting that sucker out of there. I mean, it's pretty gnarly under there, and I have a feeling we're going to get in there and it's going to be even more gnarly than we had anticipated. This bus is bad, and no one in their right mind would try to save it, so it's a good thing I'm not in my right mind, and we're going to give it a whirl. So let me get the camera set up and get some things set up, jacks and things, and we'll get that out of there. We're in kind of tight quarters on this side, so we're going to have to kind of shove him that way a little bit maybe before we actually pull that out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now while I have the chance, and that way we don't damage anything over there. It's going to be weird having him off of these rollers. Ugh. That probably gives us enough room to work. A little more space there. I am going to pull those wheels off too, so yeah, that's better. Alright. Whoa. Sorry, I didn't mean to drop you there. Alright, both wheels are off and the wheel dollies are out from under the bus. I've just got jack stands and a jack under there for right now. Had to do that because the shock has to come off, and it has a nut on the back side, and you really can't get to it unless you take the wheel off. And I don't think those have been off since 1958. So I've let it sit for a second or two. There we go. Yeah, I definitely don't think those have been out since 1958. And I don't know if you can hear that or not. Let me be quiet. Probably can't hear it. That is sleet that is coming down. So our temperature is definitely dropping, and my phone, which is what I'm using for a camera today, is not staying charged up because of the cold. So we're going to get what we get. Alright, I should be able to pull that off of there. Let me pop you in a stand and I'll run it till the battery goes dead, and then we'll plug you in. I threw a tarp down over here, but I think I need to go get another one because it's coming in pretty good. Is crazy. Who would have thought? And I know you probably can't hear it or see it, but I'm not ready for that kind of weather. Alright, let's pop that shock out of there. And then the spring plate bolts have those little wavy washers on them, which my truck should have had, and if you haven't watched that video, I'll put a link right here. I just welded mine on my double cab. And I'm just going to turn that and put this nut back on there. Those will have to be replaced probably, but for right now, just try not to lose pieces. Alright. Those are out. So we've got to take these 4 bolts here and then the tranny bolts out, and we're clear. So I'll get those loose, everything else loose, and then I'll plug you in and bring you back when we get a chance. But we've just got 2 jack stands sitting here, and I've got a jack in the middle. Well, our sleet has now started to melt and is running right under where I'm working. So we'll be working in water now. Oh, the joys. Where I am at now is this thing's kind of kicking my butt as far as rusty bolts go. And I don't know if you can see down in here, but this spring plate has to come off of the reduction gear. And we can't get very good light there. Hang on just a second, let me get a light back here. That's a little better. So those 4 bolts, you got three right here, and then 1 back there, have to come off, and they are fighting me. And it looks like someone has already tried to take them off once before. The heads of the bolts are kind of rounded off a little bit. So I may have to get one of those sockets that's made for that kind of thing. I'm going to try heating that up again, and then I brought out the hammer drill. I'm going to try putting that on there and see if we can't get them off with that. So let me get you set up maybe where you can see, and we'll try and get those off of there. And apparently my light is on the fritz. So I had it plugged in and charging, but it's choosing to not... Oh, there it goes. See, it's just off and on. Choosing its own journey here. My phone isn't liking that it's cold out here. I'm using that to film and it keeps shutting off too, so. Just work through the issues, just work through the issues. So I'll heat that up a little bit and then I'll turn you back on. Nope. Oh, budget. The bottom one's rounded off. We're gonna have to get a different plan for that guy. Sucker is on there. And I am on hammer for the drill, so I didn't heat up here, but let's see if I can give that one a whirl. False alarm. No way. That is not coming off that way. Holy moly. Wonder if I can hammer on a 16. Let's go back to the drawing board. Well, I got one. It took me getting this pipe to get it off of there, but we got one. We've just got 7 more to go. And I don't know if you can hear that rain or not, but it's not rain anymore again. It's ice. Oh, Indiana in the wintertime. Gotta love it. So that's my setup, and it seems to be working. I think I might have just broke that one loose. So, not too bad. Do it the hard way around here. Well, the good news is, at least I didn't pick a miserable day to do this. I mean, it's all sunny and nice outside, so. Yeah, that's always good. Okay, let me reset that. There we go. Might actually be able to get it with the short pipe now. Or maybe not. We'll try it. Move you in right there. I knew it was supposed to rain today, but I didn't realize it was supposed to do that. this was just laughing at me. Let me get off the roller. Sometimes it's better if you get off of it. Get off my creeper here. Struggle is real. How many of you are waiting for it to fall and hit me in the face? Yep, I'm waiting for it too. There we go. Pro tip, use a yoga block for your head. Makes a great pillow. You know, sometimes you have to hold your head in such a weird position, your neck gets tired. You don't notice it the day you're working, and then the next day you're like, why is my neck so sore? Temperature's definitely starting to drop because my fingers are starting to just went down my sleeve. We got 2 out. The 2 easy ones. Alright, pipe on that next one. These are a lot easier to get off if you leave the wheels and the shock towers and everything on there. But honestly, I wasn't anticipating them being that hard. So if I have to, I'll put the wheels back on and we'll go about it that way. But they should be able to break them loose. Okay, let's get a pipe on that one. Turn my light back on so you can see. Problem is, some goofball didn't take off the bumper bracket back here. That is what I don't want to happen, so I may have to wait till I get a set of those. I definitely don't want to strip this side out. Oh, sorry. Just trying to hammer down those wavy washers. They're kind of in the way. Enough to get my socket in there. See that one there? It's kind of riding high. Well, nothing like the warmest day of the year to continue. We now have moved from sleet to full-on snow. That's always good. And I had to use a little cowboy ingenuity here for the part where the frame horn's busted up. Every time I try to turn it over here, get the camera in there, right here, it would just twist it right there. So I just put a 1/2-inch steel plate between it, put a jack under it. This is after many attempts of trying different things. For example, C-clamp. Tried putting a C-clamp here to here to hold it and put a piece of wood on the inside. And that didn't work because this piece is about rotted out anyway, so it just kept twisting it out. And you can see we've done even more damage back there. But fortunately, I have another one of those. And I have another one of these pieces. So we should be okay. So I think I have finally got it to turn. I'll set the camera up right here and see what we get. Alright, see if we can get that turned. Not kidding, it's the coldest, wettest day of the year, I think. Like butter. Put a shorter pipe on that. Get in here. Might be able to turn it by hand. There we go. I'm gonna take this jack out. I want you to watch how far I had to crank that sucker up to put some pressure under it. It's gonna be ugly. Don't throw up. Yuck. That is in my way. It's hot. Ratchet's hot. Heat was transferred pretty good on that one. Did have to heat the bolt up cherry red to get it off of there. I definitely am not going to touch that with my hands. I'm going to have to go get a pair of pliers. Get that out of there because that dude is hot. Can you tell I'm not a lefty? Ah, there we go. It's smoking. Probably can't see it on camera, but it's smoking. Smoking hot. And out. Well, all we have left is the spring plate bolts. I say that like it's a simple thing. They are in really rough shape. Tried using those sockets that they're like a shark bite, and they kind of have a twist to them. Look how red my hands are. That's how cold it is. They have a twist to them, so when you ratchet them, they cut into the metal and bite. Even heating those cherry red and hitting those with those gripper sockets, they will not come out. So I'm either gonna have to cut them off, which would be a pain because I'm gonna have to tap them out, and yeah, I just really am not looking forward to that. Or I was thinking welding a bolt across, welding a hardened bolt across the face. So like if this is our bolt that's in the truck, welding like my index finger, my hands are so cold they won't cooperate, welding a piece of steel, hardened bolt probably, across like that so I can get a pipe on it maybe and break it loose. I'd rather try that, and then if that works I don't have to cut the heads off of them. Really don't want to do that. And you know, on a bus I took the cap off here, but yeah, you can't see anything. Let me turn a flash. Right here I can only hit that out so far, and on a bus the lip, so get this little washer off of here, this little rubber. Check at that, how this thing is still in great shape right there. And it's still really flexible too. Who da funk? But the inside of this spring plate looks pretty much just like the outside, so this distance is sitting inside there and I can't hit it out far enough to get it off, so they have to come off back here at the back. And I do realize, again, I think I mentioned this already, that it would be easier to get them off with the wheels and everything on, but I was just trying to get anything loose today that I could. So I've just put a jack, when I try to release those, I've just put a jack under it to keep it from springing when I'm trying to pull those off. So, but it is cold, and I've been working on this all day. This is about a 1-hour job on a normal bus, but because it's pickle and everything is rusted to death and rotted to death, you can't get pressure on anything, and everything is so rusty. So we will go at it again and figure out a plan. I need to kind of sit and cogitate on what I'm going to do with those. So I'm going to step away from it for today, and I'm not admitting defeat. Certainly not. I will get it if I have to cut the heads of them off. So I'll get you, Pickle, if I have to cut your heads off. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to go in, get a cup of coffee, and try and warm up a little bit. It is starting to pile up here. This is our first real snow, I guess, of the year. I'm glad I winterized the boat yesterday. It's about 20 out right now, and yesterday it was 70. That's Indiana for you. All right, everyone. I'm going to clean up this mess while I'm still cold, so I don't have to come back out in it and clean it up. And we'll catch you next time. And hopefully next time, that's out of there. It's loose everywhere else except for the spring plates. Catch you next time, everyone. Thanks for watching. Just thought I'd mention, I know there's probably going to be several comments about try this, try that. I've tried air wrench, tried impact wrench, tried pipe wrench, tried about everything I could think to try that would work. I have a few tricks still up my sleeve. I have not tried a chisel yet. I have also not tried welding anything to that to get it off. I might be able to double nut it and go from there. But we've pretty much tried it all. Dad even came over. He had some special sockets, and he came over and gave it a whirl, and you can see how far we got on that. So it's fighting me a little, but everything on this truck, every rusty bolt is going to fight me the whole way. Knew that going in. So stay tuned for the next 6 episodes. We'll be pulling out 1 spring plate bolt per episode. Thanks, everybody. Catch you next time. Here's your prize for McLaren. Are you ready for it?
Mm-hmm.
Here you go.
My own ratchet.
Your own ratchet set. How cool is that?
Awesome, pal.
And it's just your size. Okay, you want to open it?